Jammu and Kashmir is not a part of India. Thus, India's military occupation of the state is illegal. India's posture is that of the predator. It cannot escape its legal and moral obligation to abide by the resolutions of the Security Council. India, Mr. President, now also refuses a bilateral dialogue with Pakistan, either composite or comprehensive. The conditions it poses, that first there be an end to violence, begs the question. Violence emanates first and foremost from India's occupation and brutal suppression of the people of Kashmir. The United Nations should also take steps to investigate India's ongoing and massive violations of human rights in Kashmir. The international community call on India to halt its provocations. It must end the ceasefire violations. Kulbhushan Yadav, who confessed to India's support to terrorist activities in my country. All this establishes that India is the mother of terrorism in South Asia, fought a war with or in each of its neighbors. Mr. President, the Indian Foreign Minister sought to denigrate my country's founding father, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. All I can say about India's current political luminaries is that they belong to a political organization that has the blood of thousands of Muslims of Gujarat on their hands. Today, this so-called democracy is the world's largest hypocrisy. Life is hell for the living too. Whole populations of Dalits, Adivas, Muslims and Christians, Pakistan remains open to resuming a comprehensive dialogue with India to address all outstanding issues, especially Jammu and Kashmir. But this dialogue must be accompanied by an end to India's campaign of subversion and state-sponsored terrorism in Pakistan.